Where are you from again, my darling?
So it's the Mental Health Integrated Response Hub.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so I'm calling as we have received a referral. I believe it was from your GP. Is that right?
It could be, yep.
Yeah, and just saying that you were wanting some mental health support.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so basically what I need to do is just go through what we call a mental health screening, just to find out what sort of, where you're at, and just see how we can support, really. Is that okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah? Okay. Just bear with me. So I just want to make sure that we've got the correct next of kin details. So currently there isn't a next of kin on your system, but we do have your daughter. Is it Harmony?
Harmony.
Harmony.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Harmony,
of course.
That's right. Yeah.
So is she your next of kin?
Yes.
Okay. Shall I just add that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want a phone number?
So I've got a phone number here which ends 215. Is
That's
that
it.
the same one?
Yes, madam. Yep.
Lovely. Okay. So yeah, tell me a little bit about what's going on for you regarding your mental health.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know whether I'm bipolar, but any time in the morning before 12 o'clock, suicidal thoughts, not wanting to get out of bed, not wanting to wash.
2 o'clock?
No, sorry, before 12 o'clock normally. I'm normally unable to even speak before 12 o'clock. So my depression hits me in the morning, basically. So unable to get out of bed, unable to wash. Sometimes I just find myself smelling, I just smell because I haven't washed because I can't see the point in doing it. No energy to get out of bed, really. No energy to leave the house, so we don't leave the house anymore. We stay at home. And in between thoughts of, I mean, you're Vanessa, are you?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, in between, I've had to actually ask people before if it's normal to think about different ways of killing yourself. And apparently it's not normal. Now, I find that very hard to believe. So, yeah, we just, depending on how the day goes or what idiots I have to deal with who don't deal in reality, in particularly the Northampton mental health team. My dear, did you listen to the recording I put on YouTube? Did you get the link?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, you should. Yeah, if you could send me something to send you the link. So basically, I don't know who PALS are, but I've been approached by them. I've approached them before. Have you heard of PALS, Northampton?
Yeah.
Yeah. As in with you, probably. Whenever I decide to kill myself, I'll just do it. I'll just drink a bottle of bleach or hang myself. But the lack of care or attention from my doctor, from PALS, and particularly Michael Rourke, they should all be ashamed of themselves because clearly my life doesn't matter to any of these people at all. It just doesn't matter at all. So my low mood then backed up with Vanessa that no one gives a shit, no one cares. I have to start asking. Sorry, yeah?
I was just going to say, can you tell me more about your low mood?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it amazes me how much people don't know about my medical records. So I'll give you a quick rundown. Or have you got them? Have you seen them?
Yeah, I've got your medical health record. So the whole purpose of the screening is to see where you are now, because people's mental health fluctuates up and down. So say the last time we spoke to you, it might have been in a different place. It could have been worse. It could have been better. So we try and make sure that we've got an up-to-date record of where you are, just to understand your symptoms and what support you may need.
Feeling suicidal most days. There you go. End of bracket.
Okay. So, can I ask, if you don't mind, have you? I know you've mentioned you've been thinking of ways to harm yourself.
Well, no, end my life. I don't want to harm myself. I can do that with a razor on my arm.
That is harming yourself.
Yeah, but you're saying I'm thinking of ways of ending my life. That's more than harm, isn't it? I guess it's harm then. Yeah, the ultimate harm. Hey.
Do you want me to carry on with this? Because I feel like I'm causing you some distress talking about it.
No, I just find it ironic and amusing. Almost comical.
Would you like me to carry on?
Well, why would I not?
It just seems that you seem a little bit distressed.
Well, I am always... I mean, do you find that hard to believe that someone with mental health problems is distressed when they're talking about suicide? Or should I... How would you expect me to feel?
Okay. So, how long would you say you've been feeling like this for?
Well, my medical records have been flawed with all of this since the age of about 15. So the acuteness of this has been maybe over the last year since my mum died.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you know what goes on, Vanessa. Do you know that I was paedophiled when I was a child? Do you know that certain people have died? Do you know that I had cancer? Do you know any of these things that affect my mental health? Because I bet you don't.
So, I'm just calling from a place where we do the screening.
I don't understand what that means.
The community mental health team.
Well, I won't get a call from those people. I've tried 3 times to get involved with them, even threatening. When I spoke to Michael Rourke, I told him I was cutting my skin while I was talking to them, and he still turned me down for pals. So I don't know what I've got to do. We can't utter the things of let's buy a machete and go shopping, because that panics you lot and you send the police around my house. So, but I don't know what I have to do. Do I have to be found hanging by my daughter before any of you pay any attention? What do I have to do?
So, John, this is why I'm calling. So
Good.
Okay.
But I've been trying for years.
Okay.
Do you know Michael Rourke from Pals?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right.
Okay, and so you don't have a diagnosis, do you?
And you said you were looking at my medical records. Really?
As I said, we just go through a bit of a screening and we just ask these questions as part of the process.
I understand what you said. I'm not deaf. But you're asking me if I have mental health problems, but you're also saying to me that you've got my medical records in front of you. So are you reading them, or are you doing nothing with them at all? Because that question is a ridiculous question for you to ask me. Clearly you don't agree with that.
The thing is, it's really hard to sort of like talk and read all the notes all at once.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I be making allowances for you then? Sorry, you're talking and reading at the same time. Is this too much for you? I'm going through suicidal thoughts and talking to you and trying to get things done at the same time. And yet it's your feelings that we need to take into account and not mine. Yes? No answer.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is the best time to chat to you. You obviously seem very, very distressed. And
no, I'm not distressed.
Like
but when you point out, madam, that you can't read and talk at the same time, I would become distressed, because you're meant to be helping me with my mental health. But if you can't actually read a screen to look up my medical records, and then you ask me very basically stupid questions that anyone looking at my medical records would see, yes, it becomes distressing, because I'm yet again talking to people that don't understand who they're talking to right now. And now you're backing away Oh, for what? What are you backing away for? I answered the phone. You called me. I had enough respect to answer the phone.
Okay. I think
Not
I'm
listening.
going to end the call here
Not
right
listening.
now.
Okay.
I'm going to end the call here right now.
For what
because I
reason?
don't think this is because it's not productive. You know, it's.
Well,
not
I'm
productive.
feeling very productive. There is no need to answer to end the call.
Yeah, so no, I disagree.
Excuse
Okay,
me.
thank you for your time.
Why
Bye.
do you disagrady? Why do you? This is what you get from Northamptonshire Mental Health Services. Well, now, lady, I'm going to make you famous. Rubbish.